On this New Year's Day in Pittsburgh history, a bunch of Yinzers are heading down to the Mon Wharf around 9:30, 10 a.m. to jump into the icy cold waters of the Monongahela. It's called the Pittsburgh Polar Club Plunge, and it's a free event. And if you go down and buy merch or a t-shirt, all the proceeds go to Project Bundle Up. And if you remember, that's a project started by our very own chief meteorologist, Joe DiNardo, to help young kids and senior citizens of Western PA, providing them with coats, jackets, hats, gloves, boots for the cold weather. And so it's a great free event. You can go down if you're not too late, but you'll have to wait till next year if you missed it this morning. I'm Double AP, bringing you another episode of Yinzology, the study of everything Pittsburgh. Now, polar bear swim clubs have been around a long time. You go up to Massachusetts, they've been doing it since the 1900s. You go to Icelandic or Scandinavian countries like Sweden, Norway, Finland, Denmark. They've been doing this since the dawn of time. Denmark has over 20,000 registered icebreaker swimmers for 75 swim clubs, and they just jump into these they carve ice holes in the lake and jump in. Why would you want to do this? Well, it's been proven that there are medical benefits to jumping into icy cold waters, not just physically, but mentally. Cold waters can just take away depression, can help with physical pain, management, and there's a whole host of beneficial reasons why you'd want to jump into icy waters. But the Pittsburgh Polar Bear Club, a lot of Yinzers don't know, this club was actually started by a Yinzer beast of an athlete called Gus Brickner. Gus Brickner he's not only in the Western PA Sports Hall of Fame, but he has not one, but two Guinness Book World Records. One for mileage. His entire life he swam over 38,000 documented swim miles, long distance swimmer. And the second is that he swam the longest time in icy cold waters, 6 minutes in negative 18 degree water. Now you're thinking to yourself, someone from Denmark or Finland, one of those countries, they could probably break that record. Sorry, Guinness Book of World Records took that record out of the books for safety reasons. So yeah, you can do it and you can probably break the record, but it ain't going to be in the history books. Nope, that belongs to Gus Brickner, Yinzer steelworker from Charleroi. This year-time swimmer, one time when he was taking his daily dip, it was so cold in the Monongahela that he had a hard time getting in the ice. And so this towboat came along and started breaking up the ice for him. He swam for about 6 minutes and then he was waving to the towboat saying, "Hey, thanks for breaking up the ice." Gets out of the water and starts wiping off ice off his body. Gus was known for long distance swimming in the Monongahela, the Allegheny, the Youghiogheny. He went down to Deep Creek, Maryland and swam in that lake. He went up to Toronto. He went to the English Channel and tried to do that twice. But he was a couple miles out the first time and they had to pull him out. And then the second time he was about 400 yards away from the shore where he just passed out unconscious. So he didn't make it across the English Channel, but he did make it into the Guinness Book of World Records. And it's just incredible to think about all of the Ironmans and the triathlons and all of the billion-dollar industry of marketing and branding and all the fancy equipment and all of the technology and all the gadgets and the power bars and the power drinks. Before all of that, Gus Brickner, badass Yinzer from Charleroi, steelworker, swimming in the icy cold waters, paving the way for all you Yinzers. It's incredible to think about. It's an inspiration for the new year to think about finding something that shocks your body, that wakes you up, that gets you ready for a fresh new start in 2024. I hope it's a great one. We want to thank Jimmy Two-Time and myself. We want to thank all of our subscribers. As long as we're having fun and we're learning things, Jimmy and I, we're going to continue doing this. And hopefully you've come along And hopefully you've had some laughs with us, and hopefully you've learned some things. I know I have. And a shout out to all the ladies at the Nest. You guys are our groupie, diehard, devoted fans. We want to thank you for subscribing. Even though you weren't born and raised in Pittsburgh, we'd like to make you honorary Yinzers for being our best devoted fans. If you haven't subscribed, check us out. And if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Until next time, I'm Double AP. Happy New Year.